so bad. Terrible, guys. I kind of hate how this internet is just not that good. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Alright, well, I don't know who's still out there. If you guys are still out there, I just want to let you guys know. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you guys had a good night. I know I definitely did. And to all the people who ended up following and subbing, thank you so much. Yama, thank you for gifting the subs. And to L, I know he's already gone, but thank you so much. Dao and you too for hanging out, for sticking it out all the time, all day, every day. You're an amazing person. Makes me really happy to see you hanging around. Oh, and Ethan's still here. I'm so sorry, Ethan. I'm sorry for the scuffiness. I didn't mean for it to be this way. I Fiji water. I'm actually ending the stream right now. It's so bad. It's my streams are so bad lately. Like everything's so scuffed. the internet's acting up. My headset acts up. It seems like the only time that actually it's fine when is when I'm using the index. I guess that's true now. Hope you're having a good night, Gigi, or a good evening or morning, wherever you're from. And to everybody out there, thank you so much for hanging out. Seriously, I had a lot of fun today, guys. I hope you guys did too. Oh, just hit my mic. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna end up tripping on my own laces because my laces are untied. We'll see what we can do tomorrow. So I feel like doing something. I asked Riku for some lessons too. I don't know if Verse is still out there, but I want Verse to teach me too. One of these days when I see Verse online, definitely gonna end up raiding Verse's room. Yeah, I'm definitely having way too much fun with this. You guys are amazing. Can't believe you guys are still hanging out. What is this guy? Is this guy still in here? Fox, are you still out there? No, he's not. He's gone. Okay, I guess we'll call it. No, you, Yama. No, you. No, you. I started tripping all over everything with this tool. Verse. Wait, Verse does like teaching, right? Did Verse say that last time? I think Verse did say that, right? Or was it one of you guys? I thought so. I've been like asking people lately, like, can you teach me some stuff? And I find it so funny how it's like here and there people have been like contributing, like, you know, some of their own time, personal time to come and teach me some things, and it's like uh, I end up holding on to it like really close because I feel like it's really meaningful to me, especially when somebody takes time out of their own, you know, out of their own lives to come and like show me something. Like it just feels so good. Like I feel like I end up putting a little more effort into it. JJ was really cool too. I can't believe JJ hung out the whole time. You guys have been really awesome. Like I feel like you guys have been showing so much support. I feel the love. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's so strange because I never saw it being this way, or just having anybody really just come around and support. It really is. It's beautiful. I can't believe there's a community out there like that. It's like it's just so much love going around, you know. And you know what? It really is like a family. I swear. Everyone's just so open. Like everyone just has wide open arms for you to just come in and just enjoy with everybody, you know. I mean, if you ask me, I haven't interacted with them as much as I want to. I know there's still a lot more things that I could be joining in, like certain events and stuff. I mean, I've been to certain events, but I'm not as present as like I thought I would be, I guess. JJ really is. JJ was so welcoming the first time I came around. Like Tombo introduced me to JJ, and even being a mute, JJ stood there and like he talked to me and he explained so many things to me. Like he asked like, "What do you want to learn?" and I'll teach you. And I was like, "Whoa, like really? Like you'd go that far? Like for somebody who doesn't even speak and someone who's mute?" And from there, I started seeing what JJ was doing on his Twitter, and I saw how he was putting everybody out there, and I was like, wow, like guys actually like putting people like they're like showcasing, you know, all of these members. I was like, whoa, like this is amazing. And I think the first person that I saw that on that Twitter was actually Koizumi. And when I saw that little showcase video of Koizumi, I was like, I was amazed how um, Koi mentioned that he'd only been dancing for about 6 months, I believe, at that time when that video was shot. And I was like, whoa, like this person's new, like, and they're already this good. Like, wow, like I wish I could do something like that, you know. And then after that, I went to the 2 versus 2 battle, and I was like, I saw you and Sienna, and I was like, oh my god, like I was fangirling over it. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, wow. I think it was like, was it was Sayana and you, and then like I think it was Ron and I can't even remember. It was the first time I'd ever seen everybody. Like I hadn't met anybody. I didn't know anybody at all. I didn't know who was who. I didn't recognize any names. So I was seeing names for the first time, and I was hearing voices for the first time. I thought Max in the back too was like, I was like, whoa, that guy looks like, he looks so intimidating because he's like so hyped up in the back, like, yeah. I mean, his voice is all over the place, and like his avatar, you know, he's got the skull, and like, that guy must be a real badass right there, you know. And I didn't realize he didn't have full body until like 2 months later. Oh wow. You know what? A lot of you guys have only danced for like about 2 years. I'm surprised. Uh oh. I haven't. I lost tracking. Max is something else, definitely. I've been talking to Max here and there. Max is really nice, really cool. I mean, he says he's not a nice guy, but I think he has a nice heart. Even though he says, no, I'm a complete asshole to all my friends. When I saw Verse, I was like, I was blown away. I was like, wow, like it was literally fangirling that day. Sweet. There's a lot of interesting members in IDA, I swear. You guys are all something, like, you guys just stand out like sore thumbs. But it's always so fun gathering together with you guys. Yeah, it really is. That's what's so crazy. It's like it's like I was mentioning the other day. It was like just seeing a bunch of different colors, but each color represents its own style, and it's just it blows me away because it's like not one person is the same. It's just everybody has their own style, and it's honestly it's really pretty to just watch from the side and just see how everybody vibes in their own way, dances their own way. It really represents like I want to say like the person's like own uniqueness. It's like a signature, you know. And at the same time, everybody's like so close. It's like the only thing that matters really is that you guys all share the same passion. And I feel like that's like a universal language. Doesn't matter if you guys speak the same language or not. As long as you guys dance, like that's all that matters. And I think like the craziest thing is like dance is just like it's everything. Like there's no there's no, oh, I've known you for like 2 years, so it's like we're cool. It's just like, hey, you dance, like come on over, and everybody's just like hanging out with each other, and I'm just like, everybody acts like they're just one big family, you know, like they've known each other for years. I like seeing Max. Max always gets me so hyped up. I swear. He tried to get me and Koi to battle the other day because we went into a public room. He's like, "I'm not gonna take no for an answer. You come over here right now. Koi and you were gonna battle," and I'm like, "No way, dude! Like, Koi is like one of the people who inspired me. You know, I felt like it was, I felt like being as like a new dancer. I didn't feel like I was up to the task. Also, I respect Koi. You know, I have a lot of respect for Koi because Koi was like the first person that I seen on Twitter, on JJ's Twitter, and that's such a warm, welcoming feeling too. Ron. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. It's crazy. I mean, I'm happy that I'm able to witness all of this. You know, I'm just standing from the sidelines, like doing my own thing. But it's like I see all these people just gathering together. I'm like, whoa, like this thing is getting bigger and bigger. And like I keep looking at IDA's welcome channel, and it's just like 5, 10, 15 people coming in every day, and I'm like, wow, this thing is just getting bigger and bigger. And it's only getting more and more popular, especially with this whole isolation thing. Like people are just like discovering dance in VR. You know, like I've seen posts in Reddit while I'm at work because sometimes in my downtime I get bored, and people are freaking out that people are dancing in VR, and like, wow, are these guys really talking about this? Like they'd never seen it before. And people are like, whoa, like these people are pole dancing. Like, whoa, these people are dancing. Like, what? You can do that? People are freaking out right now. You know, and I only see it getting bigger. It really is, bros. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like you're not limited. Like there's a lot of things that you can do here, you know. But I mean, if you ask me, I think I'm really more interested in dance in VR. I did the whole social thing for a good while, and like after running into a lot of drama, I just decided, you know what, like I don't want to be part of it. So I sort of just isolated myself in the Pai Pai dance world for what, maybe like almost 2 months, and just to me dancing and just being here, like people have come over, and like I feel like people started to like kind of, I don't know if it was because of code, but I feel like people started coming around and started I guess checking me out, I guess, and I'm just like, whoa, like what's going on here? And then like people are coming around like teaching me stuff, like Jeden, like teaching me how to shuffle, like teaching me basics and stuff. Coach showed me a couple things too. It's like, whoa. I actually don't know who Outer Boy is. You know what? I'm looking forward to that verse. Definitely looking forward to that. I'm always definitely up to learn something from somebody else, like whatever it is, you know. Like even if it's just basics, you know. Like I'm taking like everything that everybody's been showing me, and I've literally been like incorporating it into everything. I mean, I don't know if that's the norm or not, but I feel like I have like different styles mixed in, and honestly, I can't say what style it really is. Mm. See, even something like that would be nice. Lynxie, you're still awake? I mean, I can't say that. I mean, I shouldn't be saying that because, like, I'm almost like 24 hours awake. Wow. Have you been awake this whole time, or have you been dozing on and off? If you've been awake this whole time, you're a real champ. You know that? I respect you. I respect you for that. It's gonna be like all the other times where I keep saying I'm gonna leave, and then like it ends up extending like another hour. Oh, this cable's in the way. I think you're right, Dow. I think you're right about that. You're crazy, Lynxie. I can't believe you. But you know what? I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You're a real champion, you know that? Sticking it out all the way to the very end. No, funny thing is, I know I can look up videos on YouTube and stuff and learn, but I always feel like it's just a lot nicer to learn from somebody else. 6 months and 5 days a week to become. Oh, that scared me. It was super loud. Uh, Bobby, thank you so much for the follow. You've had breaks, huh? Oh, I get you. Okay. Yeah, well, that's really nice to know. So what you're saying, if I do this for 2 years, I should be able to get somewhere where I might like. I just want to do what JJ does and go to the Walmart electronics aisle and go dance there. Me and Konata are gonna go do that pretty soon. Oh wow, really? Wow, that's amazing. What's it like getting back into it? Like how does your body react to it? Because I feel like my legs are a little more conditioned. Like I mean, I look at them now and I'm like, whoa, these things are like pretty solid, you know, compared to when I first started. And with the whole isolation thing, it wasn't. Oh, what the hell? The whole isolation thing, it wasn't helping that you're sitting down all the time. Like I'm used to like walking about, I want to say roughly about 10 miles a day uh, from work. So cutting that out and just sitting at home all day, kind of like I feel like it kind of made like my leg muscle sort of deteriorated a little bit because I wasn't doing any kind of physical activity. Yeah, you know what? I would be like that too. And then like nowadays, I feel a little more like I can go like another day or two, maybe like 2 or 3 days, 3 days tops dancing. Yeah, I do a lot of walking. I mean, where I work, it's a huge place. Um, and Nicholas, thank you so much for the follow. It is, but I kind of like it though. I mean, I don't mind it. What I really do hate though is that from the parking lot to my workstation, it's like it's literally a mile freaking walk. And for the record, you know, I I can relate to that. Burn myself out on the first warm up song. How are you doing, Ethan? You been drinking tonight? I know the last time I hung out with you guys, it was like a long day for me. It was like a 16-hour day for me before I got home. I was already tired and I had a drink and I was gone. I was like, you know what? I can't hang with you guys. I'm such a lightweight. I swear, it's so bad. No, you shouldn't be concerned. I just figured it's the weekend. I was like, some people drink, some people like to drink and socialize. Wait, it is the weekend, right? Yeah, it's the weekend. All right, I guess that's it, guys. For like the for realist time this time. No, I'm definitely gonna get off. I think I'm cooled down enough to go ahead and hit the shower. Hit the shower, get some food, and collapse in my bed. Or on the floor. Either or. Maybe the kitchen floor. Shower foot blow. Yes. And then be back tomorrow. Rico said he's gonna teach me some basics. Oh. Yeah, seriously. Bye, Linksy. Thanks for staying the whole time, even though you were tired and you were gonna go sleep. Oh no! Oh no! Ron, I'm sorry. Everybody's been getting hit by that Streamlabs bot. I swear. It was who was it? It was you, JJ. Who else was it that recently got hit? Hmm. Is this true, Ron? Disturbed clapping. You just had to throw in Sweet's cheek emote. Hey, Graffiti. Guilty as charged. Wow. It's like super late for everybody. Is this like you guys' normal hours? This is Ron's and versus normal hours. It's 3 a.m. for me. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Oh, okay. How you doing, Graffiti? Did you have fun at the track the other day? Your 2J make it back home just fine? Yeah, keeping track of everybody's hours. It's good. Dow needs people to hang out with, especially when you live in like in a place like that where like your hours are so different from everybody else. Wow, that sounds fun, Graffiti. I might end up doing my second event pretty soon. My friend just asked me the other day, like, if I wanted to go with them to the track. Like, oh yeah, definitely. He's gonna rent out. He's gonna rent out this larger portion of the track, and he's just gonna invite his friends and just pretty much have everybody just gather together, go drifting together. You know what? That's another community too. The drifting communities. It feels so welcoming too. When I first went there, I had so many people coming by to sort of like give me pointers and like help me out, give me advice. It was great. I went to my first event Actually, I can't say event because it was really more like a private trek that was rented out by my friend back in August of last year. And we were supposed to go again this February, but with the whole COVID thing happening, like we never got to it. But we might consider either doing one in July or next month, or maybe even August. It is three for me. Yeah, it's three for me now. Yeah, I did put a video of like my first time going there. I don't know what I was doing. I'd always just practice in the streets or um right across the street from my where I used to work. There's this little shipping dock. It's like a sort of shipping dock parking lot. And I used to practice there after work. I used to work a night shift, so like every day after 4 in the morning, I would go over there and practice for like 2 hours, trying to figure out how like everything works. And it was my first time ever driving a rear wheel drive. I gotta ask, what does the F mean, anyways? Oh, graffiti. I wish I knew you in real life. Huh. Can anyone tell me, is this thing back up? Oh, okay. And you guys are still here? What? Oh my god. You guys are awesome. But yeah, I did sort of post up a video on my Discord. It's like, I, uh, I think I was mentioning I used to go across the street from where I used to work. I used to work night shifts, and I used to get off at like 4 in the morning. So I would drive across the street, and at this little shipping dock parking lot, I would always spend like 2 hours just practicing there, trying to figure out how the car works, like how like the whole drifting mechanics and how the whole physics and everything works. Yeah, I hate how it loses the chat as well. Yeah, I mean, I really wanted to learn Ron because at one point I had borrowed my brother's car, which was an S13, a 1990 240, and I didn't know I had a welded differential. I don't know what a welded diff was. But for those of you who don't know, both the rear wheels spin at the same time, so it's like if you if you kick the clutch, it's really easy to lose traction and get the car to swing out. So one day I borrowed the car, and it was a rainy day. It was raining really hard, and it was like 4 in the morning. I was getting off of work, and I was making a left turn at the light. I revved it up pretty high in first gear, and when I popped it into second gear, the car completely lost traction and it went sideways. And I was already going at a pretty fast rate. So while the car was turning, uh, I was like literally counter steering the wheel, trying to keep myself from crashing, and the car straightened itself out on its own. Like I sort of just like turned the wheel in the opposite direction, and I let the wheel go, and it just straightened itself out. And it's funny because the next day after work, I mean the next day at work, my coworker was like, "Bro, that was so sick! Like, oh my god, I can't believe you did that!" And I was like, "Man, I was just trying not to crash. Like, I don't know what I was doing. Like, I had no idea the car could do that." It was a really funny experience because it's like it wasn't intentional, but at the same time, like the adrenaline kicked in, and I think that's where it locked it for me. And my brother was trying to sell the car, and I think he wanted like about 3,000 for it if he sold it to somebody else. But he said like, you know what, just give me 1,000 for it, and I'll give it to you. And I was like, you know what, here's my money. Take my money. Like, I want this car. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know anything about rear wheel drives. I mean, I drove a stick shift, but I always drove a Honda, but I never knew how fun a rear wheel drive could be. It was like my first experience ever driving a rear wheel drive, really. And when I learned that, I was like, rear wheel drive is definitely the way to go. I mean, I've driven all wheel drives. Yeah, it feels great. It hugs the road. It feels great when you corner. Um, but a rear wheel drive is just like you can just have so much fun with it. Uh, I'm not actually sure. I haven't paid attention to that graffiti. But I mean, I'm still using the KA single overhead. It's nothing too special. It's stock original. Even the body is original. The only thing it has is some Fortunato coilovers that I threw in there because the last ones went out on me. So I was like, you know what? Let me just buy a new set and throw it on there. It feels, you know what? All-wheel drive feels totally different. It feels almost the car definitely. I mean, I was driving a Subaru at the time, and it feels like it really sticks to the road. Really hugs the road when you turn. You can obviously feel the weight a lot more. I think the car feels a lot heavier, but at the same time, it almost feels compared to the 240 that I drive now. I feel like these newer cars, especially I don't know, maybe it's just me. The all-wheel drive just feels like it's too easy to drive. Oh, that's crazy. What kind of transmission are you using for that? Oh, my stomach is growling now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Around like 75 miles an hour. Like, what transmission are you using in that? He has a 2J in his 24 or I can't even say his 240. His S15 really. Is that the Miata Ron? You know, Ron, I feel you. I have to drive about 2 hours to about 2 hours. There's one right here down the street from me, but it's like they don't do. Theirs is like public event, so it's like you kind of share the track with other people. But I really liked how the track that I went to, you could rent the skid pad by yourself or with friends, and just keep it private. So if like you're completely new, like there's no restrictions as long as you can go ahead and get your time in, and as soon as your car starts to overheat, you just go and fucking park your car on the side and let your next friend just come in and do their own thing. That's crazy. Oh my